Hey guys, this is Shaft, and with me tonight, casting what is promising to be one hell of an epic game, is Space Whales. Space Whales, I don't know if you know this yet, but you just gave me the biggest e-penis in the world. Do you know why?
Why is that?
Because the game that you have just set before me are between two of my favorite players in real life. I know both of these gentlemen very, very well. And I don't want to ruin it for everybody, so let's just hop right on into the game so I can introduce these folks to these awesome, awesome-ass players. Hit play whenever you are ready. Alrighty, so here on the top left-hand side of Belshir Vestige, we have our orange Terran player, a drunkard, alcoholic, but awesome Grandmaster player. It's my boy BeaSt. And here on the top right-hand, that is definitely not the top. That is the bottom shaft. How dare you make a mistake in an unscripted
Well, I was actually
televised
doing a
cast.
backflip, so you were right
Oh,
in the
cool.
context of me.
Okay, so on the bottom right-hand side of the map, we have playing for Complexity Academy, but his name is coLDuStEr. Now, these guys were both on Team Dust. coLDuStEr. I mean, his name is actually I was still gonna call him Duster, but whatever. Despite the name switch, this is my favorite friggin' Mexican Latino player ever. This guy is amazingly awesome, but did not hang out with us much at Raleigh last year. Either way, we do have a barracks going down now for BeaSt.
I don't think he's Mexican.
He is.
I don't think so.
He is.
No, he's of Indian descent, I believe.
They're yellow. Who cares? And I meant the Protoss.
Yeah.
So anyways, guys, I'm just kidding. I'm no racist. It's just I'm not very good with ethnicity. Either way, though, we've got a gateway. Two assimilators going down. This is going to be PvT, so we've got a gas down here for BeaSt as well. BeaSt really tends to do his strategies based on what his stream tells him to do, rather than what common sense tells him to do. So I'm really interested to see, you know, what wonky-ass thing he's going to come up with, especially considering coLDuStEr, considering they're playing from the same team, practice with each other quite a bit. Well, he's going to have to mix it up, that's for damn sure. So whatever we're going to see, it's not normal.
Two things notable about their openers. coLDuStEr's got the double gas, but only 2 in each gas. This is indicative of an expansion-based play. And BeaSt got his gas timing such that it was 12 gas, you cut an SCV for a little bit, so you can start the Reaper right away. And he's pulled off of gas after mining only 50 more. So this shows me he's either going to grab a second Reaper or a reactor, in addition to his CC on the low ground.
There's the reactor. Nope. I was thinking about it. Alright, so there's a CC on the low ground at the very least, and there's a reactor as well. So yeah, man, PvT. Not a Zerg matchup, so I don't know too much about it. I do know Protoss hate drops, and that afterburners really make them sad. Other than that, what have you got to tell us?
Well, the compositions haven't changed too much since Wings of Liberty. You're going to see the standard bio versus something that kills a lot of bio composition.
Okay.
So any form of Protoss AoE.
Colossi,
both of these players look like
Templar.
we're looking at a pretty standard match. Yeah, Colossi, Templar.
Yeah, and dude, this is going to be
etc.
anything but standard. I can almost promise you that. BeaSt is, well, he's BeaSt.
It looks like with this engineering bay, he might be going for early upgrades here. Given the gas count, it's not like he's got stim to invest into. The only other option I could see is adding down a factory, and simply the engineering bay is a precaution for proxy oracle, or not proxy oracle because he already scouted his opponent, but Stargate aggression or DTs.
Okay. Well, we do have this Reaper just checking around, making sure there's nothing unorthodox coming at him. He's going to come scout this natural real well, and he's probably going to get force fielded out by this sentry, or not, just killed off by flowing glow lamps.
Kind of got shot in the face there by that mothership core. Picks up a kill.
Ooh, that's kind of
Spinning,
raunchy.
spinning orb of doom.
That mothership must have been, or that mother must have been having a really good time to be shooting someone in the face. Just
The
saying.
Robo going down for Duster here. In addition to his 3 gates, 3 racks total now for BeaSt as his +1 is nearing the 50% completion mark.
Right. So
Both players have a very solid economy with their openers.
we're basically looking at right now 3 barrackses versus 3 gateway and a robo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we'll see Duster get some observers here, try and figure out exactly what BeaSt is up to, and then make his choice of how he's going to secure third base or punish any weaknesses he sees in BeaSt's opener.
So we have SEAL Team 5 moving in into the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Do you think this is going to be some kind of minor poke, or is he getting ready for a drop?
This is probably just to make sure that his opponent doesn't take a really early third base. It also clears any proxy pylons off the left side. Duster's actually getting a full scout of BeaSt right now with a hallucinated Phoenix, and BeaSt has sent out 4 more Marines to rally with the SEAL team in the bottom left. Actually, they're just going to hold the tower, I suppose.
Hey, towers are important, man. All right, so
Poking in at the front.
yeah, here's those 6 Marines. They are going to go and get a probe kill. Second probe killed, force field wasted, and a fairly bruised Marine is going to fall. That was a very sad Marine, but the SEAL said, "Screw you, we're leaving you behind."
This is a nice little scout, though, for BeaSt to get off. He did pick off 2 probes, force a force field, and that photon overcharge. In addition to that, he saw the gateway count in regards to sentries and just that 1 zealot. So he knows that there's some tech going up behind this for Duster. We'll see how he identifies it or just transitions into a stable composition to deal with it. His starport's already about half done.
Mm-hmm.
He's pumping out double Marauders, actually, with these 3 racks now. And he's got that second upgrade going at his engineering bay.
Not to mention a reactor coming on the factory. Do you think that's going to be more for Widow Mines, or is that going to be a Hellion play?
I think he's probably just going to switch off onto the starport. Maybe he'll make 1 unit out of the starport first because it finished slightly earlier, but you're going to want dual medevac production with the biocomposition like this.
All right, cool. So we're just using that factory as an add-on,
Yeah.
add-on builder. Okay. Nope. Still poking in with small amounts of Marines. It looks like BeaSt is doing the most unexpected thing possible. Exactly standard play.
Yeah, and you know what? That's kind of what we're seeing from Duster as well. He does have Blink on the way from his Twilight Council in addition to the Colossus range. 6 gates total. We could see him hit a Stalker Colossus timing, or this could just be showing that he wants to grab a third with the solid gateway count to respond to anything that might pop up.
So which race really takes the first third? Because BeaSt just took one.
Yeah, it's usually going to be Terran in this case. When they have a biocomposition, they're going to poke out with their first medevacs you see that are just about to finish. And during this time, it's going to be difficult for Protoss to establish their third. They're going to want to deflect this initial aggression. You know, he's got the 1 Colossus here with the second on the way. Well, once he gets maybe to 3 Colossi or just more of a solid gateway army is when he'll be able to secure that third location. But we see BeaSt on top of that with that Marine position to spot out if a probe goes over there or not.
Absolutely, and we've still got some pretty good rallies coming forward. Constant production coming out of here for BeaSt. There's no real lead in supply count either way, but Duster does have a small force here to defend this Colossus. So if at any point BeaSt can actually target down that Colossus, he may be able to swing the tide in his favor. Unfortunately, he has wasted quite a bit of stem health, and there's not much energy left on those medevacs.
True, but it's really good to get those 3 force fields off on a map like Belshir Vestige where there's a bunch of tight chokes around the third base. This will allow BeaSt to maybe take a flank or a multiple prong form of aggression and have it be much more cost effective in the near future.
Looks like we're dropping like a 13-year-old balls.
And there goes the third Nexus there for Duster.
Yes, sir.
2 more racks being added down for BeaSt.
And this is actually terrible for
and his double
Duster
upgrades.
because he's actually moving out with his main supply.
wow.
There's only 5 Stalkers here to deal with a 2 medevac drop.
Yeah, that was really ballsy, and he actually just blinked into it, which is even more rough for our Protoss player. These 3 Zealots warping a bit too late, and this is critical damage going down here in the main of Duster. Nice micro picking up that Marauder, and Marine saving them from certain death as he pokes in towards the third base of Duster.
Yeah, if nothing else, he's costed duStEr 2 cycles so far. So,
Yeah, and he
production.
picks off the Templar archives as well, forces another photon overcharge. And remember, he does have that big chunk of bio constantly buzzing around this third base of the Protoss, keeping him worried and on his toes, unable to send his AoE units back to his main to defend this drop.
Absolutely. Now the medevacs are going to get away as well. So even I mean, Marine Marauder, dude, they're expendable. Marines don't cost anything. 50 minerals, nah. But medevacs, they can get a little bit expensive. So getting them out of there is really the key. Both players sitting on 3 bases now, very well mining at the Terran third, where there's no mining going on at all at Ur's base. Dude, that is so weird to say Ur. I'm glad he's keeping his name as duStEr.
Yeah, I think that is the logical selection.
He's
He's actually going for some counter pressure though, which might not be given that he didn't really trade too well in the earlier stages.
Well,
And so
looks
this
like a
just gave
third.
BeaSt the opportunity to stim in and smash down this Nexus, and duStER's caught in the middle of the map having to turn around and not really get anything for sending his force away.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a big issue with the Protoss forces is they're not very mobile, and Terran has complete map control at this point. He is literally 40 supply ahead.
Yeah, and take a look at the mothership core in duStER's main. It does have enough energy for recall, so if he sends out the force with that, he can get back in time to defend his third, of course, but electing to leave it maybe defensively for photon overcharge to deal with more drop play is just another benefit that came from the early aggression from BeaSt.
BeaSt has amazing micro. Splitting, dropping, doesn't really matter. This guy's a beast at it.
And he actually has managed to sneak a medevac along the left side. It gets around the death ball of the Protoss player, who's trying to add a fourth now. That's how he's going to account for the damage he's suffered. Try and double expand, which isn't really a standard reply from Protoss.
Yeah, that's a
He's
Zerg
got
reply.
that Templar archives back up, but still not working on double forge. So I guess he's just going to have to really stay solid with his Colossus count, get these Templar out, and ensure that his economy gets up to 4 bases.
Yep, but the third base is getting picked off yet again. And these Colossi, fuck it, they are just going to attack. There's no more going home. Wait, never mind. Now they're going home. He cannot make a decision, guys. Back and forth. We're playing yo-yo right now.
Yeah, I think that drop getting around the left side really threw duStER off in addition to the drops that have occurred earlier. Everything's aligning for BeaSt with his strategy, forcing the Protoss player onto only one forge to try and stay relevant, and he's got his double upgrades pumping. That 3-3 is going to finish up soon.
The stars have aligned, my friend.
Oh, he's actually adding Hellbats now and Ghost Tech. This is sick. This is a really awesome late game composition. 2 CCs as well going down at the third, which is being harassed by a few Zealots right now.
Absolutely. So these Vikings are mostly there to make quick work of the Colossi. Without the Colossi, there's nothing but High Templar and Gateway units to really deal with the Bioforce that BeaSt is using oh so well. How quickly do you think these Colossi are going to die to 9 Vikings? Oh, make that 11 now.
Well, we got to look at. There's only 8 Stalkers. They do have the armor upgrade though, notably the Colossi. That's what the extra upgrade that duStER has. So that's one thing that's pretty decent. Only +1 on the Vikings right now, but still they're gonna get cleaned up pretty quickly. It's gonna take even nice storms and a good blink under to finish off those Vikings. The terrain though is so advantageous for Terran rather poking in to this area here at the 4th and 3rd. And see where the Vikings can patrol back and forth, essentially sealing off 3 attack paths for the Colossus to approach from.
High Templar left behind. Gonna go ahead and drop a storm, bruising the Marine Marauder force of BeaSt, but there's still medevacs here, so who cares?
Well, that's going to take away a bit of energy for the later fight. You know how many Vikings he has? That was off of 1 starport, right? So it's not like he's got this big stockpile of medevacs. He was dropping a lot earlier, and a couple more storms like that can definitely be a big deal later on, but with the advantage he has now, he's just going to walk through that with no problem.
Absolutely. Now duStER is starting to close the supply gap. He's only 19 supply behind now, but his opponent does have a 4th base mining, which duStER himself has managed to do as well. Do you think this is an equalizing point? Actually, never mind. Big battle.
I think this is the point where BeaSt tries to convert on his earlier advantages. And
Yes,
you
sir.
see the Vikings are just powering through the Colossi, and most of the Gateway army left is actually Stalkers, so with this beefy Marauder and Hellback composition,
Mm-hmm.
the residual units are just going to tear them apart.
Absolutely. Now, is being forced to retreat, and there's nowhere to retreat to. Let's
Yeah, this high ground is definitely sick for the Terran army to be positioned at. You see the reinforcing Zealots just get eaten up by the Hellbats, and BeaSt micros out of the storm and is now going to push into this fourth Nexus.
Mm-hmm. And the fourth Nexus is going to go down. There are a couple of sacrificial probes here before duster drops the GG. Dude, that was an awesome game. Obviously a practice game, probably private, that just got thrown on up. But all in all, very exemplary of the PvT metagame right now. You really don't want to make the same mistakes Duster just made. That only mistakes he made there were pushing when he didn't need to. Because if he was at home to defend that, BeaSt would have never got the advantages he did. If BeaSt never got the advantages he did, well, that would have been an entirely different game.
Yeah, we also saw BeaSt build essentially in a best case scenario where the Protoss is trying to macro with him, and he gets to continue with strong upgrades and still have the capacity to apply counter aggression, gain advantages in different areas of the map through good awareness and micro. So that's a textbook TVP right there.
Absolutely, man. Well, Space Whales, I thank you for joining us tonight, man. The BeaSt Duster game, again, guys, that was just phenomenal. We've actually seen a series of 3 really awesome, good games tonight, so if you missed one of them, please check the YouTube to see what you missed, because they were all phenomenal. If you like what you see, please hit subscribe and favorite this on YouTube, as every click you make counts. This is Shaft signing off of the Clan Eat Casting crew. With me is Space Whales.